Hey everyone, Schmuckles, don't mind my hair shook up. Today we're going to talk about a new possibility for the March licensed chapter in Dead by Daylight. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel if you want to be up to date with all of the new killer news. The polls for Group H of the most hyped licenses tourney is now live in the community tab of my YouTube channel. So you can actually go to the community tab of my YouTube channel and vote in all the polls Group A through H for which licenses you'd most like to see in Dead by Daylight. We've been going over Matthew Kote interviews and things that he said and sort of speculating that an anime or manga license is what's most likely for that March license. Well, it was recently brought to my attention in the DBD Leaks Discord. One of the DBD Leaks moderators said this, and this was shortly before the entire server got nuked or hacked. There was a hacker that took over the DBD Leaks server and all of the chats in previous leaks and logs had been deleted, but this was said in the general chat before that happened. I want to let everyone know that I am not trolling when it comes to the March leak and that the chapter being Tokyo Ghoul. I genuinely do believe this and I'm not trying to pull your legs. This information seems to be very reliable because I was told some other things as well as that everyone wants to keep hush hush. So if it was fake, why would I have to be so quiet about these other things? That doesn't make sense because all this information was bunched together. I also obviously will not ever be leaking those things out of principle and respect for the devs. The Grudge being March and Perfect Blue being the anime collab is fake. December's killer is the Houndmaster, I'm 80% sure. I do not know the anime collab. If for some reason this information is not true, then I apologize for getting your hopes up, but from everything I've seen and have been told, there's no logical explanation for this being fake at all. So apologies in advance if it is somehow fake. This is all being as genuine as I can be. I am not and then it actually cuts off. I actually was sent this log from someone in my community. The log comes from someone in my community that I do trust and helps me kind of piece together the true information that's out there. So it seems like this DBD Leaks moderator is actually convinced that it's been leaked that Tokyo Ghoul is the March licensed chapter. Tokyo Ghoul is a Japanese dark fantasy manga series written and illustrated by Sui Ishida. The story is set in an alternate version of Tokyo where humans coexist with ghouls. The ghouls look like humans and can only survive by eating human flesh. Ken Kaneki is a college student who's transformed into half a ghoul after an encounter with one of them. He must navigate the complex social and political dynamics between humans and ghouls while struggling to maintain his humanity. Also, by January 2021, Tokyo Ghoul had sold over 45 million copies in circulation worldwide, making it one of the best-selling manga series of all time. Would behavior actually go for a license like this? We can see that it's one of the top-selling mangas of all time with 45 million sales. There's actually a lot of mangas that have much more sales, including Attack on Titans at 140 million sales. So it's not even one of like the top mangas of all time, but it certainly is probably well known within the manga community. So if these rumors are true, the licensed killer paragraph would likely be Ken Kaneki, which is the protagonist and main character of Tokyo Ghoul. I was going between Ken and Furuta because I was looking up like the main antagonist of the franchise. However, Ken Kaneki is actually the face of Tokyo Ghoul. He's the central character who undergoes the most profound transformation. His struggle between his human and ghoul identities defines the series, making him the most recognizable character globally. He would probably have some sort of whip-like or tentacle kind of power, sort of like Albert Wesker or Nemesis. I researched who developed this series just to see like how would this collaboration have come about with Dead by Daylight. Sui Ishida is actually the creator of the manga series. Sui Ishida has two different Twitter accounts. I think this is his official Twitter account right here. You can see that he's credited for creating Tokyo Ghoul and Jack Jean. There's also a Sui Ishida official, and this person's in charge and provides comprehensive information on the manga artist Ishida Sui, which includes Tokyo Ghoul and Jack Jean from Nintendo Switch. And just looking into the career of Sui Ishida, in 2019 he started working on this video game called Jack Jean, which was released on Nintendo Switch in 2021. And I was wondering if somehow Sui Ishida's works in the video game space is somehow the way that he got connected with Dead by Daylight. If these rumors are true, this could be one potential avenue for how they actually got in touch with this license holder. It's also worth noting that Shueisha was the publishing company that published this manga series. This is a publishing company that's based in Tokyo, and I sort of visited their website and you can kind of see here they have a whole entire catalog of all the mangas that they've helped publish, Tokyo Ghoul being one of these mangas. There's a total of 7 different mangas that's come from Sui Ishida, 4 of which are Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul has been so successful that there's actually an anime series that's based off of Sui Ishida's works as well. Pierrot Company, previously known as Studio Pierrot, is a Japanese animation studio that's responsible for producing Tokyo Ghoul anime series. This is a company that's actually headquartered in Tokyo as well. So I was kind of wondering in general, how could this collaboration have come about? We have several Japanese IPs that Behavior has worked with in Dead by Daylight, and maybe one of the IPs that are in Dead by Daylight could offer a potential avenue for behavior to have reached out to Tokyo Ghoul. Matthew Cote talked about this in a previous interview with The King. He pretty much said based on behavior's existing connections, they have ways to reach out to other license holders. So for the property Tokyo Ghoul, the creator is Sui Ishida, the publisher is Shueisha, the CEO of Shueisha is Shinichi Hirono, the producer of the anime is Period Company, and I actually might be butchering some of these words. I'm doing my best to actually pronunciate these correctly, but I could be wrong with the pronunciations of these. And the CEO of the anime producer is Kazumichi Ueda. For the property Attack on Titan, the creator is Hajime Isayama. The publisher of the Attack on Titan manga is Kodansha. The CEO of Kodansha is Yoshinobu Noba. There was also an Attack on Titan anime based on the manga. This was produced by Wit Studio and MAPPA. George Watto is the CEO of Wit Studio, and Masao Maruyama is the CEO of MAPPA. The Castlevania IP was created by Hitoshi Akamatsu. Castlevania was originally a video game that was published by Konami. The CEO of Konami is Steve Slutherland. The TV show Castlevania is an American adult animated dark fantasy action TV series created and written by Warren Ellis for Netflix. It was produced by Frederator Studios' Kevin Cold and Fred Saberts, and Shankar's Animations' Adi Shankar. And again, this is something that was actually made for Netflix. The Ringu is the final Japanese property that's in Dead by Daylight. Koji Suzuki was the creator of that book. Kodokawa was the publisher of the book. Takeshi Natsuno is the CEO of Kodokawa. And the producer of the anime actually wasn't anime, it was just a movie, is the Ringu Production Committee. I wasn't able to see who the CEO of that is, but based on the name of the producer, it seems like that production studio was created for the sole purpose of bringing the Ringu to the big screen. So probably Koji Suzuki is closely involved with all of this. So that's all the Japanese connections that Behavior has based on the IPs that are in the game, and I just sort of wanted to compare just based on Tokyo Ghoul and the license holders and the people that have been attached to Tokyo Ghoul projects. Is there any possible avenue for Behavior to have reached out to the Tokyo Ghoul license holders to bring the one-eyed ghoul Ken Kaneki in as the March licensed paragraph? So kind of just comparing all the track records of the properties, it's possible they could have actually reached out to Tokyo Ghoul through some of the Attack on Titan connections that they have. I was looking this up, and the two publishing companies, Shueisha and Kodansha, are actually rival manga publisher companies. They are the big dogs when it comes to manga production in Japan. They draw some of the best artists and some of the best creators of manga in the world. So it's possible that there have maybe been overlapping coworkers for both of these rival companies. Like for example, if someone at Kodansha actually worked at Shueisha before, Behavior would have that person as a connection to reach out to the license holders of Tokyo Ghoul through the publishing company connection. Konami's Castlevania was made for Netflix, and obviously Behavior's worked with Netflix for the Stranger Things chapter as well. This does actually offer a possible connection to Tokyo Ghoul, because I was actually researching, was Tokyo Ghoul ever on Netflix? And the assistant bot said, as of my last update, Tokyo Ghoul is available on Crunchyroll, but its availability on Netflix can vary by region. In some areas you might find it on Netflix, while in others it may not be available. To check, you can look up directly on your local Netflix library. If it's not available there and you're a fan of anime, Crunchyroll is a great option as it specializes in streaming anime content. And then a senior developer actually clarified and said Tokyo Ghoul is a Japanese anime TV series and has 2 seasons released now. It's based on the Sui Ishida manga series. It's one of the most popular anime series. This series has a total of 11 episodes aired in Japan. If you live in Japan, then you are easily able to watch Tokyo Ghoul on Netflix. Otherwise, you're not, because the series is geolocation restricted on Netflix. So this TV show is available on Netflix, meaning that the Netflix license holders do have the Tokyo Ghoul license holders as a connection. And now that Behavior has worked with the Netflix license holders on the Stranger Things chapter, and in addition to that, they've worked with the Attack on Titans license holders, it seems like Netflix is a possible avenue to where Behavior could have contacted the Tokyo Ghoul license holders. However, the version of the Attack on Titans characters that was brought into DBD was the manga version of the characters. It was licensed through Hajime Isayama and the publishing company Kodansha. So what I'm saying is that if Tokyo Ghoul is coming in as a March license, the connection Behavior has with the publishing company Kodansha is more likely the avenue that they connected with the Tokyo Ghoul license holders than the Netflix connection. Because based on the timing of the March license, it's possible that Behavior somehow got this connection before Netflix brought Stranger Things back to DBD, suggesting that maybe the publishing company is the connection that Behavior had with Tokyo Ghoul. And that connection would have been through coworkers who had worked at both of the major manga publishing companies. The Ringu didn't really offer many possible avenues of connection, at least none that are actually public, because the publisher actually specializes in publishing books, not manga, and obviously the Ringu Production Committee specializes in making movies, not anime shows, and it seems like that company just came about for the sole purpose of producing the Ringu. Both of the manga publishing companies, Kodansha and Shueisha, are headquartered in Tokyo. This is the exact location of both of the headquarters in Tokyo. So it seems like these two rival manga respected companies, which are so close in physical space, probably have people that know each other from both companies. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more content like this. That does it for this video. Goodbye.